Lay Keisha Keisha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lay Keisha Keisha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot.
Hey, guys, I hope you are having a great day. Well, honey, we are going to get into this situation with Porsha and Shamea. And, I tried to tell you guys about the breakdown in their relationship when actually before the season started. And some of y'all was in the comments running your mouths saying, you're trying to pit them against each other. That's not true. That's not true. So now that you guys know that it's true and you have finally caught up with reality, because the reality of it is they ain't really friends no more. I know y'all watching Real Housewives of Atlanta from somewhere in Cambodia or wherever y'all at, but y'all really don't know what the hell is going on down in Atlanta. I know y'all think y'all do because y'all watching the show, but keep in mind what you are watching has been taped months ago, okay? So you finding out now that Shamea and Porsha are not on good terms. This has been going on for months. So I'm glad y'all finally know now. But anyways, have y'all saw the trailer that dropped for the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Now, it was a lot going on, but let's get into this one right here.
I've never allowed anybody to talk down about my friendship, and apparently that's not reciprocated.
So basically, on that particular clip, which was very short, we actually saw Shamea cry and break down, which was really sad because Shamea is a really, really nice person. And unfortunately, she's learning just who Porsha is. But here's the deal, y'all. I've been in a situation before, and I don't know if you guys have been in a similar situation. When you friends with somebody and they are a terrible person to other people, don't ever think that your turn ain't coming. Because although I really like Shamea sat around and she witnessed just how nasty and low down Porsha was to everybody in her life. But unfortunately, Shamea rolled with her because that is how, that's what friends do. But what good friends never realize is that your day is coming as well. Because somebody who's a shitty person, they just a shitty person. And it just means that your turn has not come because that is who she is. So unfortunately, Shamea, I like you. But you actually assisted in Porsha being an effed up person because you probably could have maybe helped her, or maybe you could have ended the friendship a long time ago because she was never, ever, ever your friend. She was never your friend. The fact that the matter is just what everybody's saying. It seems that Porsha is a little jealous of you, Shamea. It seems like she doesn't like the shine. She doesn't like to see you shine. And because she doesn't like to see you shine, she hasn't supported you in any of your new endeavors because now the world is celebrating Shamea, and it does not seem like Porsha can accept it. It seems like she is mean, and it seems like she is bitter because the world is now celebrating Shamea. And I'm sorry, it just seems to me that Porsha just can't take it. Because guess why? Well, I really can't guess why, but this is what I'm thinking. Porsha came back here on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She was supposed to give us everything, but she didn't give us nothing. But you know, the world is captivated by Shamea's story. The world is loving Shamea, and the world is like, hey, you know, Shamea, you've been that girl. And the fact of the matter is she has been that girl, and she still is that girl. But why haven't her friend Porsha supported her in the most important times where Shamea is getting so many accolades? Her new single has come out. Everybody shared it. And Porsha has just went cold. I mean, just nothing. Shamea even, you know, she had an event where she sung down, I think at the Hawk Stadium. Everybody came out to support her. Let me know if you see Porsha anywhere in the vicinity. Okay, well, I had to mute it because of the music, but if you guys can see, you know, here, you know, Shamea actually had she had a performance down at the Hawks game. You know, a lot of people came out to support her. I know Candy was there. Well, I believe everybody from the Housewives, you know, Atlanta Housewives franchise came to support her. There you see Candy. But we did not see Porsha. We did not see Porsha. Now, Shamea talked about, you know, just singing her entire life, but actually wanting to have this moment. And then when she has this moment, the person who she has supported ain't supporting her. So I think, you know, if it was me, I would feel some kind of way because Porsha wasn't even there for Shamea's wedding, and she came up with excuses for that. And now again, to not support somebody that has supported you, have, you know, been your ride or die, your whatever you want to call it, but just never there to give her the same support that she gave you. Even Kelly showed up. And as we saw on, you know, this show, Shamea just met these new girls, but it seems like her and Kelly are really, you know, they have really built this really good friendship, you know, with one another. But again, we see no Porsha. Porsha didn't make it. She wasn't there. She wasn't there to support her friend. And it just goes to show that Porsha was never Shamea's friend. She was never a friend of Shamea. Now, Claudia Jordan has some things to say as well. And I'm a ride with Claudia.
Angela's dinner where she said that she went down with Britta Kenya, right?
Yes. Now, if Angela would have acted the way Porsha used to act, she would have dragged her and had a physical altercation with her already, but she's not. And she would be within her rights to do something like that. If I'm going to show in some girl that I'm not that cool with, talked about she better be kept by fuck her husband, I'm going to fuck you up. And that's all there is to it. And there got to be 2 motherfuckers kicked off the show, not one, because there's no way you're going to talk about fucking mine and then say, oh, it was a joke. And then you're mad about this girl for filming it with her real producer.
But it's what she said. It's not the fact that it was a private conversation. It's what she said.
Yeah.
Like, Mark, you better be careful for our fuck her husband. And you already know they got this reputation, this stigma attached to your name.
You can't be mad about Drew filming with your baby daddy while you made a threat to fuck a cast member's husband. Mm-hmm. You can't have it both ways. And you've been throwing shade about Charles Oakley a little bit earlier too, so that made it worse.
Oh yeah, at the bank when they were at Angela's dinner. That was Angela's dinner where she said that she went down with Britta Kenya, right?
Yes. Now, if Angela would have acted the way Porsha used to act, she would have dragged her and had a physical altercation with her already, but she's not. And she would be within her rights to do something like that. If I'm going to show in some girl that I'm not that cool with, talked about she better be kept by fuck her husband, I'm going to fuck you up. And that's all that.
Hey, and hey, now Claudia is speaking the truth, Porsha trying to hint and saying all these innuendos at Charles Oakley. Listen, I would not be surprised if she sucked on his hot dog. She like hot dogs. She eating them all on her YouTube channel. I feel like she trying to tell somebody something. If she's not, you know, prancing with her baby daddy in Simon's house, Porsha is always doing something. But again, Shamea, girl, wipe them tears and just go on about your business and be glad she ain't trying to suck your husband hot dog. Because given the chance or the opportunity, I am certain and very positive, Shamea, that she would do the same thing to you. I was watching a content creator the other day, and I don't remember who it was, but you know what they said? And I said, "Ooh, he ain't lying." They said it ain't on her, it's in her. Porsha is a hoe. And I've been trying to tell y'all. And the funny thing about it is her friends say that. Candy said. Candy said she was a freak hoe. Carmen said, which is Candy, somebody that worked for Candy, says she always like her legs in the air. Now, these people are not making this stuff up. They know her. They know how she get nasty and dirty. And Shamea, girl, charge it to the game.
Hey, Keisha, Keisha, queen of the